Okay, how are you guys doing? It has been 7 days since I have gotten my surgery. Today officially marks the seventh day. And there's a plethora of emotions, so this may be a two-part thing, so I don't have such a long video. First and foremost, surgery went fine. I am fine. With this being going almost into the second week, pain is not as bad as the first couple of days. I had surgery on Monday. They sent me home on Tuesday. I've been home resting. This has been a journey, emotionally, mentally. It's very lonely at times. Cause everybody's excited for you, everybody's hyped for you, but then once you get home and the reality sets in that you're kind of going through a lot of this stuff alone, it can be a bit much. I don't regret. I had like buyer's remorse, like yesterday, like Friday, Saturday, like Friday through Sunday was kind of a rough weekend. One, because I didn't feel like I was losing any weight. I think I hyped up how much weight I would lose. And everybody's been like, you know, be patient. It takes time. Everybody's still healing. My short-term disability got denied for some reason. So they gave me FMLA, but not short-term disability. So that kind of threw a ramp in things as well. But other than that, it hasn't been bad. I've just been drinking my liquids. I've been doing the things that need to be done um to keep myself in good graces. I'm going to go for a walk tomorrow because walking helps with a lot of things post surgery. I've been walking around the house, but I'm actually going to go outside. And I think that'll be good. I kind of haven't been outside in like almost 2 weeks. So that's been problematic. But I think that'll be helpful. I guess I would also say the biggest thing is like people's wondering why I got the surgery. I had a conversation with some people that I consider myself cool with. And they were like, I just want to know, like somebody asked me, they're like, I just want to know out of curiosity why you decided to do it. And I said, I'm just tired of being fat. And they were like, okay, I get that, but what is this going to change? Like, I was like, I don't want to be fat anymore. I didn't like my life as a bigger person. I was like, I didn't like how people treated me. I didn't like a lot of things that were happening in my life because I was fat. I didn't feel that people respected me, honored me. There was just so many things that I noticed about my life as a woman, especially as a black woman, that being fat didn't allow room for. And then I observed how people talk about other fat people in the media, just in general, things I would see in media, online, on social media. And I just didn't like it. And it came into a conversation about confidence. Like, you could change your hair, you could lose weight, but if you're not confident, it's not going to change how you feel about yourself. And I agree, but I also know what it's like to see and hear and feel how people just kind of treat you like you're a disease because you're a fat person. Like, I've been out in clubs and just been having a good time, and I've literally seen men raise their hands all the way up to pass me as if to signal like they are not attempting to touch me. They do not want to give me that idea at all. Or trying to dance with someone at a club just having a good time and they like act abrasive. I've seen people I've seen confident big girls put themselves out there, and then the scrutiny that they get for doing so. Or even further, I've seen big girls be confident as a big girl, choose to lose weight, and then people pacify them. And it's really like, unlike other cultures where there's like skinny and fat, in the black culture we have so much in between. I don't even think that it was the fact that I was big. It was the fact that my body type was not appealing. It wasn't appealing to myself. It wasn't appealing to the people I wanted it to be appealing to. And even though some of the things are surface, I just know, as what I tell people, I know I'm happier at a smaller weight. I feel more of myself at a smaller weight. My personality, how I feel, how I like to dress, how I like to move, the attention I even like. I feel more in tune with that at a smaller weight. Everybody doesn't thrive being big. And I think that's something that we have to understand. There are plenty of big women that I follow, plus size women that have a lot of confidence. I wasn't that person. I was not comfortable with my body. And there was nothing that anybody could have said or done or told me that would have changed that. So why keep telling myself, oh, I just need to be more confident. I just need to figure out when that wasn't the case or the issue. Like, I don't like my stomach. That's something that it doesn't matter what I put on or who tells me or what. I didn't like my hanging apron stomach. And someone's like, well, what about loose skin? I'll take the loose skin over the apron stomach any day. Because loose skin is different. I even think people view it different than they view you just being fat. So there's layers to it. And every day I have to realize that this is a journey and that it will not solve everything. I'm dehydrated. So that's why my lips and skin are so dry, because my water intake has not been the best. But I have been working on it. So excuse my maladaptive appearance. My skin is flaky and my lips are dry and everything because I've been kind of fatigued and tired and it hurts to move. So you're seeing me probably at like a really bad worst. And I do apologize for that, but I was up and I thought this was be a good time to make a video. But yeah, it's difficult. It's not easy to go through this journey, and I am going to continue to struggle with different things in different stages. So right now, I've been upset for the past 3 days because I was telling myself I should have lost 10 pounds by now. I think I've only lost like 2 or 3. So getting over that hurdle. Then when I do start to lose weight, my body changing, having loose skin in certain places, having scars from the incisions, having all these type of things. And I think somebody said this, we're all self-conscious about something. Even the baddest, prettiest girl is self-conscious about something. I do think, though, that how we as a society embrace people helps with that. We are a screen society. So everything, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on TikTok. So when you see people putting themselves out there being vulnerable, and then you see 1,000 people say negative stuff, it can affect you. And the fact that we trying to make it seem like, oh, you shouldn't care about what people think. Yeah, you shouldn't, but unfortunately that is what the world thrives on. It could be, and there are some people who they go against the grain. But in the biggest perfect example, I don't like Beyonce. And I don't like Beyonce not because she's a bad pop artist or she can't sing. I just have personal reasons why I don't like Beyonce. Like some of the things she does when it comes to her marketing and her ticket sales, I don't like. Like she just had a 3-day concert here. And everybody went. Everybody was excited. I'm glad she had a great concert. I'm glad she put on a great concert despite the weather. But like I could say I don't like Beyonce, right? Everybody and their mama gonna come and beat me up because I'm not jumping on board with the Beyonce train. Just like I'm a big fan of Lizzo. People could say I can't stand Lizzo. She gets on my nerves. And I'm gonna be like, but Lizzo's awesome. So what we do think factors into how society views us and how we view ourselves. Beyonce could have been the best artist out there, but if nobody liked her, that would affect her. Even if how great she is as a singer and how great she is as a performer, if tomorrow everybody just stopped buying her tickets, everybody just stopped supporting her, like nobody was going to her concerts, Beyonce would put on a good face, but I'm pretty sure it would affect how she felt about herself as a craft. And affirmations we need those in our life. Because there's only so much that you can do by yourself. And I just was in a space where I did not like a lot of things about being bigger. And I made a choice to become smaller, something that worked better for me due to some of the things going on in my life. And I'm not going to apologize for that. You know, and like I told people, I said, as I lose weight, as I start to mesh, because who I am mentally, the clothes I like to wear, the outfits I think are sexy, the things that I like, I couldn't achieve those things with the body that I have. I was raised to always look your best. And I'm one of those people who is not going to just walk outside looking any kind of way. My parents didn't raise me like that. So just because you can wear something doesn't mean you should wear something. So if I want to wear bodycon dresses, if I want to wear bustiers, if I want to wear mini skirts with fishnet stockings and chunky heels, if I want to wear stuff where my ass is damn near hanging out, I want to have the right body for that. You know, I don't want anyone to look at me and be disgusted. Now, will somebody still judge me because of loose skin or because of my arms or say, sure, but I don't care about that. My ultimate goal is to be smaller, to be healthier, to feel better about myself. And that's why I chose to do this. But it is hard. It went way smoother than I expected. I didn't have a lot of pain. I didn't have a lot of adverse reactions, no nausea, no vomiting. But it is a lonely and hard journey. And I suggest anybody to do it. If you've been struggling with weight loss, I'm not going to tell you not to. I think it's one of the best decisions I could have made for my life. I feel wholeheartedly in my heart this is going to change my life. But I will tell you this. While you're losing the weight, you also have to start working on what may come after, which is people judging you or saying you got too thin. People talking about your loose skin. People talking about you changing. You think you better than somebody now that you lost the weight. I'm ready for what's coming on the other side of it. Extra attention, a lot of attention, going somewhere and 10 people trying to talk to me, and I'm not used to that. You know, everybody trying to take me out, everybody wanting me. I'm not used to being wanted. I'm not used to being admired. I'm not used to being pursued. And so that is going to be overwhelming to me as well, because on the flip side, now there's everybody that wants to do all of this stuff, and now I have to feed through another set of battles to see who's sincere and who's not. But that time is not here yet, and so I'm not going to worry about it till it gets here. But I will be able to put myself in a place and a mentality where I don't feel like I have to settle. Being big always made me feel like I had to settle, like I had to just take what was given to me because I was a bigger woman, and I needed to just be grateful that somebody even wanted to talk to me or have sex with me. And it affected my self-esteem. It affected how I looked at myself. And I had a very bad experience with someone, and I just vowed never to put myself in that position again. And I think I let a lot of stuff happen because I was insecure about myself, about my body, about how I looked. And I wasn't happy with myself. I wasn't happy with how my body looked. And with him being, you know, a attractive person who desired me sexually, I was fighting for attention. I was fighting for acceptance. And after all of this happened, and I was very broken from that situation, I decided I didn't ever want to feel like that again. I didn't ever want to be in the position to feel like that. And I knew a lot of it was attributed because of my weight, and because I was, always kind of taught or heard or received messaging that bigger people are not attractive and bigger people are not worth certain things, and you can just be treated any kind of way. And that is still the rhetoric. When you think about why people say they like big girls, the first thing they talk about is sexual or maternal. They cook, they got good jobs, the pussy's good. No one ever says anything about character, about them as a person, about they love different, they love her. It's always about what we can do for somebody. And I just don't want to be in those positions anymore. I want to start a new leaf and turn over a new leaf in my life. And I know that losing weight is not going to make everything perfect, but it's going to make it better for me. And I'm very excited about it. So I'm probably going to do another video because I've kind of left you all dangling for like damn near 2 weeks. just so you can see like how everything is looking, and I can check back in with you guys. But have a good rest of your morning, and hopefully you're tuning into this.